Really can't believe that took 2 months to get back to doing this.
Has it been 2 months?
Roughly.
Better late than never.
We do.
And we're back.
Cut it.
It's fine.
Cutting his mic till he's fixed.
Yeah, move over to the other seat, Kale.
Can't even hear him.
Because I'm muted.
Go to the other seat.
No.
Bro, please.
I refuse to be whatever used to be in that seat.
Huh? Anyways,
Go get the cake.
yeah,
that guy, our missing leprechaun.
This is the Y'all Don't Even Know show. If you are watching on YouTube, you'll see that we have a lot of bit of a different setup.
I got a haircut.
That's what's different.
Yep.
It only
the only thing.
took us 2 months to put out more episodes, and I dropped my phone. But better late than never. So let's see. Kale's with us tonight.
I am here.
Narva's not here.
Wow. Poor guy.
Tito's here.
Accurate
That's
depiction
it.
of what used to happen, what did happen to him.
And Marcus
Should
is
happen to
once again stuffed in the corner.
Yep.
He likes his corners.
Yeah, I keep hitting you with my chair.
So
We're cramped.
either he likes his corners or we like him in corners.
It doesn't matter.
Mark.
Either way.
I think we prefer him in corners.
I mean, he's doing great.
I mean, if I moved over just a little bit, it'd be like I was sitting beside Tito.
Well, if you think about it, if he's in a corner, then technically we can see him.
I can see him way better in this corner than
He
the
can't
old
get away
corner.
from us.
I can barely see you on camera, Kale.
Do
He's
you
chilling.
need me to move men?
Nah,
Men?
it's just
Move
gonna be
men?
one. It's gonna.
You're gonna move
you
men?
want to move some men?
What?
No, I
If
think
I need to.
I'll change it for next week. It's fine for now.
It's not like anybody watches us.
Oh, but they will.
I have an interesting question for you guys.
Okay.
No, this is gonna sound weird when I ask.
I'm
it,
expecting the most random thing.
but for lack of a better term, are your guys' index toes longer than your big toe?
No.
I really
No.
Nah.
can't say for sure. Right now.
Yours are, right?
Mine are really long.
Is that genetic or just
I believe it is.
luck of the draw?
I don't know.
I believe it's
It's got to be
genetic.
something like
Mark, you checking
that
your
ear
toes?
connection and stuff.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, Mark, pull the dogs out.
It's got to be genetic.
Yeah, it's got to be like way you like can roll your tongue, or if like you can connect your ears are connected
So what's
at the lobe.
what's genetically funny about our toes is, I think Grandmom had it, but Dad's big toe, when he's just resting his feet, his big toe always sticks up.
Not me
Which-
thinking about my big toe right now.
Right, which
He's
is-
really freaking me
Which
out.
is super random. So do you have that?
I think I
Since
do.
you have
I
like the
think
most prominent big toes.
I,
He does have nice
I,
feet.
I think.
Bet y'all don't even know that Tito has big toes.
Stop!
They do now.
I got big toes. I think they do but I'm thinking about it right now, so I can't give you an actual answer. I mean, it's not as prominent as Dad's would be because I don't have like a mark at the top of my shoe where my toe's sticking up. But
Yeah, it's funny because he would always wear a hole right at that point, and it's like super random.
I might, considering I always get holes in my socks and my big toes.
is it like at your toenail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's what he got. And I
Yep.
think I only have it on my left foot, not on the right so much.
Mark, what do you got?
I don't know. I have to look. I don't keep an eye on these things.
Pull the shoes off.
My feet are nasty.
What? Don't take them off then.
All right.
Does everyone else run through socks like super quick? Because I just run through socks.
I
I just-
actually have like 12 pairs on rotation right now.
Do you run through socks because of the toe holes?
No.
I perpetual athlete's foot.
It does feel nice to scratch athlete's foot, though. Like,
Drake's got
that's
foot powder
the
downstairs.
best. So it's not always at the big toe. Actually, it's mostly on the bottom of my feet. or in the heel.
Your athlete's foot.
No, the holes.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, it's because you wear boots and it just rubs there because it's loose.
Well, ever since I've been using my Merles, I'm not doing the heel getting the heel so much.
Yeah,
but
I think because of the boots, you have a looser fit there, so it's kind of more.
but it's more on the bottom of the feet now, up at like I don't know, the arch area.
Well, that's because you have a really tall arch.
I have a very tall arch.
So you have a lot of pressure around the ball of your foot.
The title to this episode is Feet.
Feet or us? I don't
Or-
go through. I don't go through a lot of or are us.
There you
Whatever.
go.
Whatever.
It's either the feet or us.
I actually don't go through a lot of socks.
So do you wear ankle socks to work?
I will now. I did before
I
when I was at
forgot.
Lumina on the roof, but no, I wore high socks to do trees.
I haven't worn anything lower than a crew height.
Thought he was gonna say I haven't worn socks in a long time.
Well,
Ah.
the thing.
Well, we knew that.
The thing
It's
was
so
that
long.
the thing was at Lumina over on the roof. I'd roll my pants up so they were like short. So I didn't want to have that tan line there. And it was cooler to wear ankle socks, like as in like not hot. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, Travis, check out this. It's what the kids are doing these
He's
days.
flirting with the ankle.
So how you guys doing? Haven't seen you in 2 months.
Not too bad. I
2
have
months.
been unnecessarily attacked by bugs this year.
Is that because you're
Actually,
working
I'll
in
say-
trees more?
I'm not sure. I'll say within like the last calendar year, because last year I got bit by 2 deer ticks. I never got limes. Thank goodness. And then this year I got bit by that other tick on my back. I had that spider bite on my shin, and then I got hit by 6 or 7 ground dwellers. So mosquitoes are always all over me too. So it hasn't been a good year for bugs.
That's nice that you're not allergic to ground dwellers or the bees. Because I got stung once on my hand and it swole up for 2 days.
Well,
by a ground
mine
dweller.
was swollen. My arm was swole up for 2 days or whatever,
Okay.
but my knee wasn't.
At least your throat didn't swell.
Well, yeah, that's what when I said at least I'm not allergic to them. That's what I meant. Like,
I mean, there's
have
probably
to go, have to get EpiPen and go to the hospital and stuff like that.
there's probably different like levels of allergicness to it. Some people might just get stung by it and have no reaction.
Yeah, because some people don't even get a little raised spot where the sting
Right.
is.
I wonder if those people who are like immune to mosquito bites are the same way with bees.
Are there people actually immune to mosquito bites?
Yeah, but I think it's more of like over time. I don't know if it's like they don't get the bites, they just don't notice them anymore because they just get bit so many times by mosquitoes. I'm not entirely sure the exactness of that, but
I don't think I've had a swollen spot from a mosquito bite in a long time.
you don't get bit anyway.
That's true. I barely get bit.
Do you think that mosquitoes are specifically attracted to a blood type?
I mean, they are attracted to what would be called sweeter blood, so...
I was gonna say I think it has to do with what's in the blood, probably more of the diet.
I mean,
But I do think there is something about blood type, because I know Dad doesn't really get hit by mosquitoes. I don't really get hit by mosquitoes.
I do.
But
I get
and
nailed by mosquitoes.
both you guys get really attacked, so it's like... And we...
So,
eat
Mark, do
basically
you
the
get
same
hit by
thing.
mosquitoes?
Not that much. I mean, if I do, it's just around my legs, but nothing
So-
really.
if it's something in the blood, would that be like a sweetness, or do you think that would be more like a meat kind of thing? Like, what are mosquitoes attracted to outside of?
Well,
Human blood.
whatever differentiates human blood types would be. I don't know, but like they still go after me, so it's not like they just don't like my blood. It's that your blood smells different, I guess.
It might be like nutritional, like they can sense it because they need the blood to lay their eggs for the nutrients for their eggs. So it might be some people's blood might have more nutrients that they can sense.
So if it's like fruit and like good, like maybe even meat.
Well, that's why the male mosquitoes don't drink blood because they don't lay eggs. so they don't need blood.
Could you imagine if they did? Aren't they big?
Yeah,
they're
that'd be
like
terrifying.
they're like the size of
Spider.
like this big.
Quarter.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're large.
About the size of a quarter.
Quarter, $50.
There's this spider. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I think it's called this spider cricket. You ever see those?
I have seen them before.
I've seen
I
pictures.
don't think so.
Bro, I overturned a log at work. It was probably last week, and one of those things came bouncing out of there, and I screamed like a little girl. I'm telling you. I could not believe the size of that thing.
How big is it?
They're like the size of a quarter. They get bigger. They probably get bigger than that. Dan has them all over his basement.
Really?
They're disgusting.
Like that big of a spider just bouncing at you?
Oh my
But
word.
it's-
horrible.
It's like
I'm not sure if it's
That
in the
literally
cricket
looks like a
family
grasshopper.
or- yeah. And
send me a cam. Send it over here.
Mark, you'll have to put a picture up.
They're called camel crickets.
Boing. Oh, look
Bro,
at that
that
thing.
is so gross.
Looks just like a grasshopper. Speaking of spiders, what's going on down in Australia?
What is going on down
They
in
have
Australia?
they have big spiders.
Oh.
Australia has big everything.
Well, they like those crab spiders or whatever. They're just like a tree. You're like, why is the bark moving? No, it's just a spider. What?
The bark's worse than the bite.
I don't think they're venomous though.
Actually, the bigger the spider is, the less venomous it seems to be.
I feel like since I started working outside again, I've just been perpetually itching my whole body. Between poison ivy and bites, it's just one after the next. That's another thing. People that don't get poison ivy and then they want to just brag about it. Oh my goodness. Oh, it drives me nuts.
The
It's
people
very envious.
who don't get poison ivy are the people who don't need to not get it.
For the most part, yes. My boss doesn't get poison ivy. But, you know, he's like a farmer, so he's dealing with that stuff all the time.
To be fair, if I had that superpower, I'd brag about it all the
you
time
think
as well.
farmers deal with poison ivy all the time?
I think they have a lot of potential to deal with it all the time. He just bought a new house, so he's clearing stuff out, and he's running into it, so...
What type of farm? Is he just
Well, he
plant
has steers, don't
everything?
He's got goats.
Okay.
he? Got the old goat farm.
Yeah. He has, like, one male goat, and he's like, hopefully that boy does his job, and I'll be able to sell goats in the spring.
I'll take 5.
That's what I'm saying.
I really don't feel like goats are worth much, if anything.
Goats have their value. If you have a reason to have
Why
them.
would you drink goat milk when you can drink cow milk?
Well, here's the thing.
Because it's free.
There's a market for goat milk. There's a market
Get
for
that.
like goat cheese and goat soap and like
Yeah,
super like
there's a lot of Amish
super
out there.
freak goat people love that stuff.
I
They
am
eat that stuff up.
very allergic to goat stuff. And
You
I have
are?
no clue why.
What,
Well, it
like,
might
what
be because
happens?
of what
Hives?
they.
Huh?
Hives?
Yeah,
It might be because of like they eat straw or something.
probably.
That probably has a lot to do
Although
with it.
if you're not, well, I was gonna say if you're not allergic to milk, but we're technically from the store. We're not getting the real milk because
just
it's
go
so
get raw milk.
Yeah, well, the stuff at the stores is so watered down, it's just junk.
We're getting raw milk now at home. It tastes no different, if not better.
Where are you getting it from?
I was just about
Uncle
to ask.
Jimmy?
They're getting it from a dairy. Like they'll get a gallon when they go out there because they've been up at Aunt Barb. It's like up. I forget what it's called.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure Windy
It's like
Springs
Klein or
has
something.
raw milk.
They do have raw milk.
Should go out and get it. It's good.
I need to go back
I'd like
there.
to. I'd rather have Scarlett drink that than just drink the junk from.
Pasteurized is not good.
Pasteurization is...
It just takes out everything good about milk.
It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's not good. It's a good way to preserve milk, but it's not giving you everything you need.
Well, just drink the milk in time. It's not.
Well,
I get for selling and storing too.
It gives farmers a way to sell milk.
Yeah.
Rough.
Well, in my opinion,
What the dog
goats
doing?
and sheep are probably the dumbest animals,
Well, they are.
next to the Australian
They absolutely
Shepherd.
are.
Yeah,
No,
Australian
I mean-
Shepherd.
Aussies are smart.
No, it was just
I'm gonna get alpacas,
that was just a joke.
shave them, make socks out of their wool.
I feel like Australian Shepherds are so smart they're dumb.
They're easily bored because they're smart, which makes them a problem.
What are we talking about?
Your dog.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Tito. Because Reese is really smart, but if she's not occupied, she will be the worst dog. And somehow still better than yours.
That doesn't take much. Even Kale's better than my dog.
My dog is better than his dog. I am better than his dog, but yes.
You are the dog.
Got that dog in you.
Yes.
Cue the music.
What are we at now? Grind our gears?
No, we're skipping grinding gears tonight.
I mean, I do have one.
We can hit it after the after.
But that was low-key what I
After
was
the
rambling
break.
about during
we
the
can hit it
intro.
after the break. But Marcus has a new segment he's going to try out tonight. So let's
it then.
Let's hit it, Mark.
Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. You're listening to Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, brought to you by Y'all Don't Even Know and Producer Mark.
Was that AI?
Yeah, for those of you who might recognize that, that was something Walter Cronkite never actually said. But he voiced Ben Franklin on a...
If you
Liberty's
want,
Kids,
I have
yeah.
a Ben Franklin book of quotes in my car. And you can just
No,
quote
it's
off
fine.
of that
We're good.
if you need material.
Is this like the Ben Franklin segment where you have like a little saying?
Sort of. I'm just going to wax eloquent, I think, about something that is pertinent, I think.
Okay.
So this past week and everything I've been listening to and just working with, especially at work, is taking personal responsibility for things. And so the why, it's part of the wise part of the segment. I like this quote. You never know who they actually come from, but it says, where'd it go? Accept responsibility for your actions, be accountable for your results, take ownership of your mistakes. I think a lot of people just feel like they have to blame somebody when they make their own when they make a mistake. And I think like maturity actually comes from when you actually start to accept responsibility for yourself and for the things that you do. And then once you learn to do that, you can actually begin to, I hate to say like make the direction of your life, but like even though we trust the Lord to push us in the direction that we're supposed to go, He helps us as we grow in Him. But when you start taking responsibility for the things that you do, you can actually see and understand why things happen and consequences. That's just something that's been on my mind. You boys have anything to add to that? Hopefully I didn't ramble too much on that.
I like that. Not a lot of people want to take responsibility for their own actions.
Yeah, especially this day and age. I think failure is a very large teacher.
I also think a lot of the culture has been destroyed. And I hate to turn it into a sexism thing, but culture has been destroyed by feminists who, it's like you see the memes of like as soon as there's war, all the women want to be back in the kitchen, quote unquote. That's like they want to be feminism in modern society teaches people to be responsible until they make a mistake, and then they want to abdicate their responsibility to a higher power.
Yeah, it's the it's the same idea like with horoscopes and stuff like that, where people don't take responsibility for how they act because, oh, it's just the way I am because of the stars, you know?
Yep, they want to blame everything else except for their own actions. Now, granted, there are some cases, people are on medications or drugs or things that have side effects and stuff like that,
Well-
or they have addictions and But I mean, every step of the way was a it was a choice that you were responsible for that leads you to that point, up to and including. I mean, even good things. It's not just bad, you know. It can be anything. I mean, look at the cars that I drive. You know what I'm saying?
Was that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's bad choices.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, like especially like in modern meme culture right now, there's like when people do something, or specifically women, it's like the meme right now would just be like, "I'm just a girl," and that's
basically.
that's just like excusing them of all responsibility of everything.
Throw your hands up, and that's the end of the day.
It's not my fault.
Yep.
You better cut that and make that a drop.
Well, and I think that whatever generation is, I think Gen Zers are going to be a little more responsible because they're in the economy right now where you literally can't do anything. And I think the generations before them they were raised by a lot of helicopter parents or whatever they call them, who come in and they fix everything right away. That's like they don't want to take any responsibility for anything. So they're just always used to throwing up their hands.
Well, that's the biggest problem with parenting right now is people want to keep their kids happy. They don't want them to have a good life, you know. They don't want them to grow up to be mature adults. They want them to be happy.
It's like Mom always said, it builds character.
People want to have kids until it's time to start raising their kids and taking care of their kids. Like, they see it as I really don't know what a good word for it is, but they see it as like a dream. Like, oh, I'm having kids, this and that, and then when it's finally time to, hey, bear down, let's keep this kid alive, let's, you know, raise this kid to actually be a profiting member of society, all of a sudden it's an issue. And
Yeah,
that's why most parents send their kids off to school.
it's true. And
'Cause they don't-
daycare.
They don't have to deal with it for how long, you know. They can get an education, who knows what kind of education, who knows what they're getting taught, who knows what they're getting told when they're not technically in class. And it's just like, it's
And
not the way to raise your kid.
There are a lot of circumstances where people can't homeschool their kid or they can't send them to a private school, but a lot of people just do it just to do it, like you said.
Right, and if they're in that situation, well, then when they get home from school or when you have time with them, you got to spend as much time with them as possible.
Yeah, I think the thought of taking on responsibility and having kids and things, anything in that situation, is like God created it in us to release dopamine and different types of chemicals in our brains that make us happy, and you know, we want to we feel good when we talk about that. And you know, when a mom has a child, they're fulfilling God's how they're supposed to be, you know. And then as soon as people hit real life and they don't want to take responsibility and all those chemicals leave, it's just like they're left
It's like,
wanting
oh,
to again abdicate responsibility.
there's a living human here.
I mean,
Who's having kids? Millennials?
even
Right now it's the millennials.
That makes sense.
Everybody
But-
wants the brand new car until it's time to make the
the
payments.
millennials are
Exactly.
getting done. Oh, millennials, the tail end of them are my age, so.
What do
yeah,
you mean
they'd
they're
be
getting
having-
done? You got plenty of time.
Well, I mean, most millennials are. I guess they're in their mid 30s.
I'm interested to see how Gen Z does with parenting.
They might only have like one or two kids.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's even not even with parenting too. It's just like going to work, show up on time, do your job, go above and beyond what you have to, if you're that type of person. But do what's required. So that's my segment.
Good
Hope-
stuff.
Hopefully,
Do we get an outro?
Deep
No, I don't
thoughts
have
with
an outro.
Marcus.
We'll find an outro. Eventually.
okay.
Yeah, you were talking about sunsets earlier, or sunrise. Is it sunsets and sunrises?
It's either or.
Anytime someone sees the
Like-
sun.
When they see the sun going up or down, people feel the need to pull out their phones immediately and take 75 pictures of the same thing. And they do that almost every night or morning. And I find it very stupid because why not just enjoy the sunrise or the sunset as it is in real life?
And when they do it anyway, once you look back on your phone, it's not even going to look the same anyway.
Exactly. And plus, they're not going to see these. They're going to see these pictures, and a year down the road, their phone's going to run into storage space problems, and they're going to delete them anyway.
Yeah. I think one of the coolest things you can witness not on your phone is when the sun basically comes out of the ocean on the East Coast.
One of the coolest things you have to witness in person.
Yeah, I don't know. People live their lives on their phone way too much. It is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's one of the biggest reasons that issue of taking pictures even comes up is that people don't spend time outside anymore. They don't see the sun. They're inside all the time.
I also think people see stuff like that, and they're just like, oh, I can post this.
That's another problem.
With a nice caption that says, oh, enjoying time outside. Meanwhile, the whole time outside, they were on their phone scrolling TikTok.
Every moment is a Kodak moment, and a moment that they can share and be like, look what I'm doing.
Just you saying the word Kodak right there.
Does that mean I'm a millennial?
No, it means that's where the shift changed in the world to needing a picture of everything.
Bro, if you're on vacation and you're on your phone most of the time, you have a problem. Because vacation is a time...
It's a time to change.
Yeah, it's a time to get away from your regular, normal, everyday life. And if you're on your phone most of your regular day, then you're not changing anything up, and your vacation is boring. Sorry, that just is what it is.
Do you guys ever get back from trips like that and just have a different perspective on life?
Yeah, it lasts about a week, and then it goes back to normal.
Well, that's when your soul breaks again. Yeah, it usually happens midway through the trip for me anyway. Like, I don't really want to go back to this job. I hate it.
Well, it's not even that. Like, you just get back to work and you're just...
It's like a good shift almost.
Yeah. You get back into your life and you're like, wow, that was nice. Like,
to me, it's almost like...
I actually had quality time.
To me, it's like, wow, I actually need to step back and enjoy life instead of just being so... It is easy to get down about work because we go there
fall into a rut
every day.
And you have to get up early, and you have to go to bed early if you don't want to feel horrible the entire day at work.
You do fall into a rut, and I think one of the biggest things is, yes, get off your phone. Because there's so much... Because when you're on your phone, you're just, you're basically... You're buried in it.
So you actually threw it.
You're buried in your phone, basically. So, I mean, get your head up. Basically, touch grass. Do stuff. There's so much out there to do. Just go do it.
They do say it is actually good to get out and touch grass.
Yeah, it's supposed to ground your body and neutralize your self with the earth.
Like your actual...
Like electrically,
atoms.
You're supposed to ground yourself.
I believe it.
Which is why I don't worry about it too much, because I'm touching grounding stuff all the time, every day.
He's getting electrocuted.
Let me ask you guys a question about vacation, since we were talking about the sunrise. So did you like... Because last year we saw... I guess we basically saw it go into the water, or we can see it go into the water when we're fishing up at the inlet. So do you guys like seeing the sun come out of the water or go into the water?
Morning definitely gives you more of a sense of, like, I have the whole day in front of me. It's almost, I don't know, there's just something more positive about a sunrise.
A sunrise is a very exciting time, whereas sunset to me feels more of like a mellow reflection on the day.
Time to get cozy.
But me
Kinda
personally,
like a finality or something like that.
I've always liked sunsets better than sunrises.
I think being in the sunrise on a rocking chair with a cup of coffee,
Can't beat it.
it's where it's at. I do enjoy fishing into sunsets though, like that. Like last year at the inlet,
Yeah, that was
fishing into the sunset was like, wow. It's like fishing into the sun.
It's like a picture-worthy moment.
I think it was a couple years ago, but me and
Picture
Marcus...
lives in my head.
Me and Marcus went up to the inlet to fish but before the sun came up, and there was this This one time, I just lined up right with the sun. It was like I was casting into the sun, like you said. It was. It's cool.
Yeah.
Because there's so much that nature offers, and
It
That's
is
cool.
nice. It is nice having a job where I have to drive for close to an hour to get to job sites because I can actually watch the sunrise while I'm driving instead of just working the entire time. I actually have time to watch it rise. It's pretty cool.
all right, let's hit the y'all don't even know mark. So,
Random duck.
since this applies very well to the four of us in this particular
This room.
studio, a study in 2018 found that wearing a necktie can reduce the blood flow to your brain by up to 7.5%, which can make you feel dizzy, nauseous, and cause headaches. They can also increase the pressure in your eyes if it's on too tight and are great at carrying germs.
I can definitely see the germs. Yep, I see that. Especially like after you use the restroom. Yep.
I can just say personally, I don't. If my necktie is too tight, I'll unbutton a button or just not wear it because at the point,
I know a few people who have worn their necktie too tight for too long.
You would think it's common sense if it's too tight. Unbutton your top button.
Well, I don't know. There's not really an excuse for not doing that unless you have to be like perfectly dressed. But like at the same time, why don't you just get a new shirt if it's too tight?
So I thought that was pretty
What'd you say? 7.5%.
7.5. I thought that was pretty much touch and base since we all have worn ties our whole lives every Sunday.
Alright, we're never wearing ties ever
I'm
again.
wearing clip-ons again.
real, it's easy.
Remember that time when they had when there were zip-up ties?
The grown-up version of wearing clip-on ties is just not untying your tie after you take it off. When you're taking it off, just taking it or off around your neck and not untying it.
That's nice if you've got long enough ties to do that.
Bro, sometimes it's a good idea to do that because sometimes ties, certain ties are just a pain.
I keep
to
my
tie.
black tie tied.
I
That's
do
my
as well.
emergency one where I'm just like, oh, if I'm running late, I'll just throw that one on.
Although, when you are tying a tie, and you get it the first time on a Sunday,
Oh,
it's like
that's a
perfect.
good
Ooh,
feeling.
No better
Yep.
feeling.
You know it's gonna
You
be.
don't know anything about this. You
pretty
don't
good
tie
day.
a full Windsor.
Yeah, you don't know
Mr.
anything
Four
about
in hand.
that story.
You tie a
Half
four in
Windsor.
hand,
Yeah,
Mark.
can do it full Windsor, but I don't.
Mark.
Come on.
If you don't do
It's
the
more
full
classy
Windsor,
to
what
do
are you
full,
doing?
bro?
Wait, you did a full Windsor? I mean, you did a four in hand to your wedding,
I did, yes, guilty.
Mark.
I didn't even wear a tie to my wedding.
I
Did
wore.
you do a four in hand to my wedding?
Did I?
Yeah.
Probably.
Unless Tito tied it for me,
Mark.
Dirk.
I think I tied his tie for that.
I think you tied everyone's tie, honestly.
I
can't
can't
remember.
believe we had to get ready in the nursery. Like, bro.
that was wild.
I mean, Brad was in a crib, so that was fun.
He's a crib. I learned to tie the full Windsor, and I didn't bother learning
It's
anything
the only,
else.
yeah, that's the only not.
I mean, I know how
It's
to
the
tie the
only
rest of
other
them.
tie. It's the only tie I learned how to tie, and I just don't care otherwise.
It's not worth tying anything else because
No,
the rest
it's
just
not.
looks sloppy.
I used to do a four in hand, but then I'm like, it looks kind of bad. So, and I couldn't figure out the full Windsor.
The full Windsor is
But-
easy enough.
Yeah, when I finally got it down, it was just, it's like old
Like,
hat.
if I was to teach somebody how to tie it, like right off, like without being able to show them, I couldn't. Cause like it's just like
Do you use a
Mm.
mirror?
Bro, I have to use a mirror actually.
Do you?
I have to.
For some of it, like I can do the first couple steps without a mirror,
Yeah.
but like lining it up I can do without, and then like doing some things, but just to make sure it's like good levels, like
What
a
about
good
you, Mark?
level on my body.
I mean, I don't need a mirror, but sorry, I don't need a mirror, but
Bro acts like he worked today.
but I use one anyway.
I
Why don't-
practiced so much when I first learned how to tie a tie.
I found that
I don't even need a mirror anymore.
sometimes there's a seam on them that if you line it up with if I line it up with my collar, and then just tie it, it just comes out perfect.
Wow, Tito, I'm so glad
You
that
usually-
you can do that.
I line up the fat end with, no, I line up the thin end with one of my buttons on my shirt and then go from there. That's just how Dad taught me to do it.
I use the end of the long end. I line it up like top of my knee, and that usually ends right.
Dad printed out a tutorial diagram thing, and then you gave me the paper and said, learn. And so I did.
That's the way to do it, and that's not bad parenting.
Well, I learned how to do it at first, and I was okay at it, and then I completely forgot how to tie a full Windsor. And then I was like, I forget. So Dad had to print me out a whole new sheet.
I forgot.
And then I just did it enough to the point that I can just do it straight off of memory now. It's funny because when you ask your parents for like stuff like that, you get so nervous, but in reality, it's like the most whatever thing. It's like,
What? Like you
I was
lost
like,
the paper?
Dad, I lost the paper. I need a new one printed out. Please don't hurt me. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'll just print you out a new piece of paper.
Yeah, and they'll. You think they're gonna be mad,
Yeah.
but they just.
They just don't care. Just like,
No,
okay, that's whatever.
That's because it was something that was kind of important to you, and you're thinking it was a big deal.
They just wanted to help.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, to you, it's like, oh no,
Yeah,
they're
it's
gonna
the
be so
It's
mad.
the biggest thing in the world.
Now, if I would have asked, I would have had to wait for Dad to print it out at work because we never had a printer at home.
What are you, 105?
Dude, we didn't have internet until I forgot.
After
how
I
old
was, I could remember when we got internet.
Do you remember those old computer games we used to play in the basement?
Yep.
There was like the skier on the hill and like
the bear.
Was it a bear? Yeah, there was a bear or something chasing you, and there was something else, but I can't remember.
There
Pinball.
was
Pinball, we played a
pinballs
lot.
on there.
Oh, there was that baseball game.
There was also a golf game too.
Ooh, Tiger Woods.
No, it wasn't Tiger Woods.
Yeah, okay.
No, it wasn't.
Remember the hunting Dad used to play on the computer?
That was a good game.
that we couldn't play.
I think this is older than Tito's memories.
Yeah, it is. I think it is. Because there was. Do you remember the home run one, Mark?
That was on that computer.
Yeah.
That hunting game is
I
the
don't know.
literal definition. If they would just take gameplay and make the graphics better, and it would be a perfect game.
Honestly, the graphics, as
It
far
was-
as I can remember, weren't that bad.
No, they weren't. But I'm just saying, like, improve the graphics to modern and just keep the gameplay. It'd be such a great game.
Did Dad ever kill anything on that game?
No, he would just camp. He would literally just take a snowmobile around, drive for like an hour, put out a tent, and then
I
He
think,
didn't know how to play it. He just wanted to
I think
do
he
something
shot
with
at
it.
some stuff, but
like that.
he missed.
yeah,
I
I don't
hurt
remember
you.
him ever killing anything.
I don't either.
I remember you guys would play, what was that? The truck simulator.
18 wheels of steel.
And I was a very young child. And I would get bedding and pretend I was in the sleeping cab
I remember that.
while you guys were all gathered around in the driver's seat.
I remember that. Good times.
Because it had the fold-out haircut chair. And then the old rolling blue chair that Mom got rid of. I'm sad.
The OG chair.
Remember when you were playing on the PlayStation and you would always keep one foot up on it and just be standing on the other foot?
Dude,
I remember
it's
that.
so intense, dude.
He's just like,
And we're like, Kel, why are you standing? Why
I'd
are you
stand
Why
all
are you
the time.
standing?" And he's playing like Lego Star Wars or something. It's not that deep, bro.
It was. You need to zap droids with R2D2. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Kale, sit down.
Dude, remember that
Kale.
the 3-sided, like, taller chair that they got from Goodwill? It was like,
Yes.
ding, ding,
Yep,
ding.
that was a good chair. That was Marcus's chair.
Oh, yeah.
I would sit
Wasn't
on...
that yours? Or did I sit in that?
I'm trying to remember this chair.
I think Dad sat in it for supper a lot.
Yeah, but I would sit on that chair, like, with my back on the seat and my feet on the back area and be playing Mario Kart sideways.
You're a wild little boy.
Dude, when I was younger, I could not just sit up straight to play video games. I do not know why.
He's got the
That's
ADHD.
Like,
yeah.
if I either had to stand or be, like, on my side when playing something.
Dude, I only remember that corner chair because we would watch The Big Valley in the living room, and I think I was sitting on that, and it got so uncomfortable.
Why can't I remember this chair?
It was a corner chair, so like
Yeah.
it was
It
two
had 3
backs,
sides to it.
and then it had a chair, like the seat part, and then it was,
And the seat...
Oh, yes.
the
It
seat
was like
gave
dark-
out once
and eventually-
dark
chocolate
it.
brown or something like
yeah,
that.
eventually the front leg like became loose, and we had to get rid of it.
Yeah, I remember that one now.
All the leather was peeling off of it.
Man.
Yeah, I would not sit on that chair correctly.
That's why it broke.
I mean, yes.
You chilling back there with the AC?
Bro, I feel good. How you guys feel?
Can you share some? I'm dying
I
over here.
I'm
actually
fine.
can't.
I'm
I
sweltering.
don't
What
feel
do you
too bad,
mean?
actually.
It's a medical condition.
Profusely
Genuinely.
sweating. It's
Is it
literally
called
called being...
So I legit thought I was having a heart attack last night.
Good.
I had
Sounds like me for the last week.
I had pain like right at my breastbone there, and like it like made me shudder. And I'm like, dude, am I about to die? So of course the smartest thing to do was I got in my car. The smartest thing to do was I got in my car and started driving home. Because if I'm having a heart attack, it's the perfect thing to start driving.
Where were you?
I was out with Rob and Kale, putting corn out for deer.
So you just were like, "See you guys, I'm dying."
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go. And Kale's like, I guess I'll take Rob home.
That was really abrupt, but I took him home anyway.
Just growing pains, Jake.
I 100% left Rob in that field.
Good. Right where he belongs.
Get up in your tree
Dude, that
stand.
picture of me driving away.
I like that picture.
It's a good picture.
Let me show you, Tino.
So anyway,
In fact, that's a trail cam
was that the
picture
end
too,
of your
makes it
story?
funny.
Yeah, that was it. That I only thought I was having a heart attack.
Yeah, I
last
got
night.
home that night, and Mom's like, Jake thought he was having a heart attack. Do you know? I was like, yeah, I know.
The
I
moral of
I
the
was right there
story
with
is,
them.
folks.
Well, he didn't tell me until he got home. He texted me it, and I was just like, okay.
He did not die, and he is here.
Yeah, he was 100% overthinking.
Happens.
Bro, I don't ever overthink. What do you mean?
You and Narv are like the guys that just overthink heart attacks and like chest pains.
The problem is
I
because
get random twinges, and I'm just like, eh.
Well, it's like it's like those memes. It's like that random chest pain at 2 a.m. It's my time. What is the least scene time for you guys?
I think the more accurate question is the most scene time.
No. Like, what is a time you do not remember seeing in, like, forever? It's like
What-
to the hour, not the minute.
I don't see 3 a.m. a lot.
It's more like 4.
I see 4. 'Cause I like wake up an hour before my alarm, and I'm just like, why is it 4 o'clock?
Honestly, I would say 3 is probably mine as well.
That's a pretty dope pick.
Is that on the trail cam?
Yes, that's on the trail cam.
The most scene time I have,
We gotta check cams over Grammys.
Where were you that was that at Game Lands?
No, that's at Chloe's grandparents.
I don't know why Rob didn't tell me he needed corn.
It's come
Did you get mine?
I forgot. I can get it tomorrow. No big deal.
All right. Let's figure out what Kale's top 3 are in our first episode in 2 months.
I forget what the music is for him.
Dancing. Celtic. Alrighty. We're gonna go top 3 here. In typical fashion, I did not think of this until I got here. So even though I had 2 months to prepare, I'm gonna just thought about this and I was like, what are the best top 3 playoff atmosphere in sports? Like for the sports in general, like say hockey, football, etc. For number 3, I'm gonna go with hockey. I think playoff hockey is so much fun to watch, no matter the team, because like the guys are going 100%, like all of them, and like fans are super into it and everything. I think number 2 is football for me, because even though like playoff football is like so much fun to watch, like you don't get the feeling of the fans because they're so far off the field completely. Which will lead into my number 1, which is baseball. Because when you are watching playoff baseball, you almost feel like the energy of the fans is like feeding through the TV onto you.
It's like vibrating the
Yes.
TV.
I feel like even regular fan bases in baseball compare, if not are better than when Seattle had their 12th man thing going on in football.
Kale, that's a good point that the football fans are too far away from the field.
I mean, it makes it loud, but you don't feel it through
Right.
the TV.
For the TV, you don't get. But baseball, like watching the Padres last year against the Dodgers, you felt like the fans were like right beside you.
Every pitch in playoff baseball matters.
Yes.
Every down in football is kind of not as
It's like,
big.
oh, we got one more shot.
Well, that's like to hockey, like you were saying. They could go how many periods without scoring, and that's how many periods that the fans are not cheering. And
I just like playoff because it gets intense. Like I don't think basketball matches
no,
in any way.
no.
Basketball is kind of boring to me until you get down to the last 5 minutes of the game.
But especially watching the Phillies in 22, 23,
Yes.
like when Harper hit that home run in 22, you felt like you were in the stadium, like when he hit that home run, like you were there. And that's also a credit to the announcing, because like good announcing will like get you there too, but it also might be like crowd, like the volume of the crowd.
I feel like they do pipe in the crowd more in baseball than they do in any other sport.
Which would make sense because they're closer to the field. I will say college football, that can get pretty good too.
Ooh.
College football's good the entire season.
Yeah. But I was going playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
Because there are some college football atmospheres that are incredible.
I feel like the playoffs in college football are different in such a way that it's not as intense.
I almost feel like since most schools, like they each have their primetime game, that's when they'll do like that atmosphere, and by the point they'll get to the playoffs, it's too watered down to be cool.
Bro, I am very much looking forward to that whiteout game.
I wish
Watching
I could
that
go.
on vacation. That's gonna be
I
fun.
wish I could have gone.
That's gonna be fun. Probably be asleep, but it's gonna be fun.
It's vacation. You can stay awake for it.
True, I can drink coffee at night.
Huh. Oh,
You don't sleep well on the first night of vacation anyway.
You as in Jake, right? Not just people in
I-
general.
I sleep pretty good the first
It
night.
depends.
Well, yeah, and
It depends on if Nathaniel's upstairs roaming the halls with his clown feet.
I generally have a decent night's sleep for most of them, most of the days, and then there's just like one day where I just absolutely zonk out because I'm so tired.
As a passenger on that car trip, the 12-hour ride, I do not sleep well because I've been sleeping the whole ride.
It's fun falling asleep and then waking up and you're like, and just falling back asleep again.
Bro, I will forever miss the times when it was you, me, and Marcus in a car. Those were the best times.
Dude, remember when
So
we
much fun.
went down the Polly's and we were four in a car? And I got trapped like on the floor because Jake leaned his seat back and Tito was on the chairs. I could not move. I was panicking. And Jake didn't wake up for another half hour, so I'm just there just like...
Claustrophobia.
And as soon as I saw his eyes twitch open, I'm like, Jake, move. Like I was like, all right, guys, I'm getting on the ground to spread out.
Wait, that was in the van.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
had
got on the-
Pacifica.
So you were laying right behind the front two seats,
Yeah.
right? And Tito was up on the seats.
Well,
yeah,
what
there
happened
was
was
something between we put there.
what happened was I was like, all right, I'm just gonna get on the floor and spread out. Tito, if you want to put your feet over on my seat, whatever, I don't care. Or you can put them on my feet. I don't really care what happens. I wake up. Tito is across there, and Jake is on his chair is on my chest area. I'm just like
Above your head.
like I went to sleep so free,
Safe,
Like-
serene, and
like-
calm.
like I went to sleep so loosey goosey free, and then I wake up and I'm just in a straight jacket.
What car was that in?
The Pacific, a Pacifica.
Oh, the van.
I woke up and I was just like, I can't move.
Good times.
Marcus really enjoys that drive. He wouldn't let anyone else drive.
No, he really wouldn't, but that was okay.
I'm not upset by it, but it's funny.
The funniest part about that is going off. You leave at 10 a.m. It's or 10 p.m. and you're like, all right, we're gonna stay up for a while now. It's 11:30 and everyone's like, we're sleeping.
Remember that one time we took the Mercury Sable? That's it. Remember we took the Sable down and you turned the heat all the way up, Jake? And we were just roasting.
We were trying to stay awake,
Jake-
so we went from cold to hot.
Jake would
yeah,
just
I do
turn
remember that.
the heat all the way up. He's like, I wonder how long we could take this. And I'm just like,
Just hot boxing.
The Sable.
Wait, was it the Sable?
It wasn't the Sable.
it was the Sable.
It was the Sable, yeah.
No.
Yep.
We only took tried the Sable 1 year and it got weighed down.
Nope.
Yeah, we took it that year. It ended
Yeah.
up that you guys moved over into.
Well, no, me and Marcus took
no,
his
no, no.
escort.
You-
Marcus
they
and
took
Jake
the
were in the
escort.
escort.
And then the year after that,
Because we
Mom
were
and
gonna.
Dad got. Did they get a rental?
I think
Oh,
so. Because
yeah.
we were gonna
And
take
then
the
we
escort.
took the Sable.
No,
Yeah.
we were all gonna take the Sable. And then
That
they-
was the year before.
Oh, was that? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because then we took my escort.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't believe
and
it.
then you
that
guys were
ride
in the
Sable
Sable.
was horrible.
And we got an Audi or something, a rental,
Mm-hmm.
which was cramped.
I
Remember
can't
Dad
believe your-
spilling coffee and he was freaking out.
I can't believe your escort made it down there.
That escort was a trooper.
Yeah,
Congrats
right
to
up until
it.
it hit New York.
Yeah, that's the one that killed it.
Stupid Brad. Brad's wedding killed Marcus's escort.
Hate to see it.
And Jake's phone.
Oh, that's
and
right.
my phone.
I forgot
Little
about that.
Moto G.
Stupid motos.
Man, good times.
That's the most Jake thing to do is just turn the heat all the way up.
Yeah, it
Dude, I'm
is.
pretty sure I turned the heat up and I smashed my chair right up against the dashboard. So I'm sitting there all tight like this. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, I'm
awake.
pretty sure you did that.
That was bad.
The most Jake thing.
great.
I
is to
was
be like,
literally suffocating.
Tito's like, turn it down. I'm like, get out of here.
Like Marcus had the windows locked, I think, too. And I was just like,
Probably not.
I can't.
I remember we pulled over a Wawa, and I was not sleeping at all, And I look over and I just see Tito in the backseat just throwing stuff in the shadows. He's like, there's a pillow, there's a box of something. And I'm just like, what's he doing over there?
That was when we were in the Sable.
Was that when we were trying to like nap at the
Yeah.
at Wawa? Yeah, I was so uncomfortable.
I feel like we were trying to vlog that year too. I feel like we were trying to take videos or something.
And it was so bad because I was behind Dad and he leaned back. And I'm like trying to move around, but the whole right side of me is like just full of stuff.
I never went in that car ever, so I have no idea what it was.
I don't remember what car that was. It was like a Chevy or
It was
something.
an Audi.
No, it was a Chevy.
Malibu?
It was like a Chevy sedan.
There's no
I
way.
remember.
If
I
it-
remember you guys driving to Malibu.
Yeah, it was.
I remember
it was
that.
That was 17. No, I don't know.
I remember just like staring at the rear suspension and just watching that for forever.
I have to look at pictures and figure out what year it was. But
Cracks me
Good
up just seeing
grief,
stuff
man.
flying in the backseat. Just trying to get comfortable.
Was that the year Nathaniel got you like really sick before we came back up? Wait, what year isn't that?
Not recently. He's been pretty good.
there was the year we had the Tahoe. Was it the Tahoe or was it Suburban?
It was Tahoe.
Suburban.
That might have
It
been
No, it was
Suburban.
Suburban. Yeah.
That Suburban was
That might have been the
nice.
most comfortable I've ever
I think
been.
that was
going
21.
down.
Yeah, you're right. I was 21.
Because we had
No,
a
you sure it
van.
wasn't 20?
I don't know.
That was the year you guys had the Audis when we had the Suburban.
Maybe it was 20.
Then that was probably 20.
21 would have been the Armada.
The Armadas weren't bad.
Did
that.
the year
oh,
Dad got the
no.
Challenger.
That was 18.
the year Dad got the
Me and
Challenger?
Marcus
did
rode
you-
down in his Edge. And you guys were in Jake's truck. We 3 peopled
the
that.
Edge. I forgot about the Edge. I actually saw Marcus's Edge, like in the wild.
Dude, we're because we pull over at rest stops and stuff. We pull over at rest stops and stuff, and me and Marcus are in there. I'm just trying to sleep, whatever. Marcus like randomly just leans up in his chair and goes like, "I need to sleep." Jumps in the back on top of everything back there.
I forgot about that.
Dog too.
All right,
That's
shall we
crazy.
shut
Dude,
our
I forgot
shall we
about
shut our
that.
little memory lane down?
I'm having
Probably
nostalgia,
should.
dude. I could go on and on.
I'm over here trying to figure out why my laptop is bulging.
All right, Mark,
Like
give us
something
some,
exploded inside.
give us some info, cue the music, and shut it down.
Well, as you can see, we're back. Hopefully we'll be back very consistently. We're in a different studio. We're building a new one eventually, but for now, this is where we're going to be. I'm going to put our merchandise up on Etsy, I think, for now, because it's free to have it up there. So if anybody wants anything, I'll give you a discount code. I mean, I'll give us a discount code. Not for everybody else, but
You do not get discounts.
no
I
discounts.
do need a new shirt.
I can
So-
say, if you like the episode, like it, comment, subscribe to the channel, just to help us out a little bit. We're trying to grow and just,
Grind is starting.
yeah, just help us out the best you can. Share it, just we appreciate it if you would do that for us. And if you made it this far and heard me say that, thank you for listening to all that.
We're at a 3-run dinger. Let's go.
Coming once a week now soon, I'm going to be starting just like something called producer's notes, and just take 15 minutes, go through like strange news, things like that, and add that to the weekly podcast lineup, and
Cool.
just try and keep content coming out there and just keep growing.
Sounds good. Shut her down.
All right. Stuff.
Huh? That was a nice little trip down memory lane.
I hope people enjoyed
Jake's
that
Cakes.
actually, because that would be.
Jake's Cakes. I'm watching out for Nard.
Don't watch out for that little boy.
Later, folks.
Mwah.
Dude, I could just sit here and talk a whole nother podcast on all that. That was fun.
Are you still talking?